All right, it is the 11 Warriors Report. It is on Spectrum Sports. Check your local listings for availability. We talk about a lot of stuff. Do a little bit of basketball, do a little bit on Kelsey Mitchell. We spent the majority of the time on spring football and quarterbacks as we're getting into kind of our previews of that. If there was an open availability for media and all the quarterbacks remain available, who has the biggest crowd?
Tate Martell easily.
Not close. So you got a guy who finished
not
fifth in the Heisman. You got a guy that some people think is Deshaun Watson, and you got Joey Football and Tate Martell. Tim?
Yeah, I think Dwayne Haskins might be closer than people think in that race.
Yeah.
Just because I think a lot of people are infatuated with him and kind of his
Well,
rise.
fans are totally infatuated
his
with him.
rise, and Urban Meyer's had nothing but good things to say about
Yeah.
him. So I think he's super interesting, and he's kind of the guy who is supposed to be the heir to JT, and then there's also Joe Burrow, who's kind of in the way. I guess a lot of people view it that way.
Absolutely. That's how it's viewed, yeah.
So I think that Haskins might draw a little bit of a bigger crowd.
That's probably pretty accurate. I think it's kind of goes along the great unknown because we haven't seen Haskins play.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Martell play. We've seen Joe Burrow play,
Right.
albeit against poor competition in small doses, and then obviously we've seen JT play for 3 years now. But I mean, it just the whole. People are so infatuated with Tate Martell because he's the Vegas kid. He's a good-looking kid, like National Player of the Year, all that good stuff. So I think that he would be a huge rush. But I know at Fiesta Bowl Media Day, Dwayne Haskins had a pretty big crowd as he was playing Madden against his teammates.
Tate Martell is the most famous / notorious Buckeye quarterback recruit since Terrell Pryor.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And unlike with Terrell Pryor, where Ohio State had to guard him like he was Fort Knox, like he could not speak to fans, media, like everything was sheltered. This kid he's completely
used to it.
He's been
comfortable
doing it
in the
since
brightest
he was, like,
lights.
Yeah.
I mean, he was committed in 8th grade. Like
Yeah.
he's been doing media stuff since like he was.
The other
13
thing
years
about
old.
him, Tim, you're exactly right, is you have to remember he was doing this in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Bishop Gorman was probably one of the biggest sports stories in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
They don't have anything. It's UNLV and it's big boxing and UFC. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
Until they get their hockey team, they've got nothing. I'm guessing that the local newspaper and television and the talk in Las Vegas was Bishop Gorman football.
Yeah.
I bet it got a ton of attention. So this kid's been used to these lights.
And then you got all that that comes with recruiting and all
Yeah.
that. He was doing interviews every day, I'm sure. Just updated on where he wanted to go to school, all that stuff. He was committed 3 times to different schools. There was always questions that people wanted to ask Tate Martell. So he's been doing it for a long time.
He committed to Washington, right?
Yeah.
And then
Was Sark when he was there?
Yeah.
And then when he was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
And then ended up decommitted.
And then
committed
A&M.
What, how tall was he in 8th grade when he committed to like
Probably
4'8"?
probably 5'5".
Like how tall can you be in 8th grade?
I don't know.
He's not tall.
You're not even 5 feet tall in 8th grade, are you?
I mean, some of those people like grow to be 5'10" and they're like massive 8th graders.
That's
and then
true.
they just,
Maybe he was one of those.
he
Maybe
was
he was
early,
5'10"
early
as an
bloomer,
yeah.
and he just never.
5'10" as an 8th grader, just stayed there.
I don't know. Yeah,
Could be.
I was
All right.
not that kid.
No.
I was not 5'10".
Would have been fun to be, though, that 5'10" 8th grader.
Yeah.
That's an interesting trade-off. Would you rather be the 5'10" 8th grader who stays there or the 5' 8th grader who goes to 6 feet? That's a tough one.
Something to chew on.
You could be king of the world as an 8th grader. All right, gentlemen, that much more
very
things
tempting.
to discuss on the program tonight. We do hope you will tune in.